Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. So igama ngu-Asanda Kantini and welcome to my channel. Before we proceed, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this and more videos of me in my gown. What is this called? Like a robe, satin gown, whatever it is called. So anyway, I'm having rooibos tea with honey in a cup that I got as a set from my bestie when I was admitted, using a teaspoon from a set of teaspoons that I got from my mom's best friend for my admission. She got me like a cutlery set, which is so nice because I like everything black and gold, so it was a really good choice. And yeah, anyways, I'm gonna admit here you get like nice stuff from people just because. Yeah, bo. Anyways, but okay, I'm going to sleep, so I didn't want to use too much sugar. Anyways, be that as it may, I want to speak about things that you expose your children to, and things like not just children but things that influence us into the decisions that we make. Give my example, an example, yempilo yami, like my career journey from primary to graduation time. Like the people around you influence the decisions that you make from a very young age. So, first example, when I was very young, very young, I used to say I'm be Stella, like a nun. Yeah, I wanted to be a nun. Do not judge, you dare judge. So I wanted to be a nun simply because I used to see one of my aunts who was a nun at that time, and I used to see how well she was taken care of because she was a nun. I mean, I've always liked soft life. I've always liked Tatwa best. I still like it even now. And they used to take her best esontweni nasekhaya when she's back. It's like usistu khona akuhlatshwa inkukhu. That's my father's side of the family, by the way. Usistu khona akuhlatshwa inkukhu at church, uzophakanyiswa bingelelwe kuthiwe siyabonga. Say thank you, Jay, you are here. And that influenced me into saying I want to be a nun. And I'll be a nun when she's around. I would wear umwazo because nuns wear that long thingy, and I would wear that. Like, yeah, I'm a nun. So I used to like that, obviously, because that was what I saw as something that's good, as something that's relevant in the society and influential at that time. And I was like, I want that for myself. So that's what I was when I was young, before I saw other things. So imagine if I was a kid seeing umuntu of any other nature, that would have been likely been the influence that I get, that this is what I want to be. Fast forward to a few years later, won't get into primary time. Fast forward to high school, grade 10. We were choosing subjects, and everyone around me said I must choose science. When luckily I moved away from home, and I moved away from my father's side of the family because I was living at my father's home at that time, and they were all of the idea that in order for you to succeed in life, you must do science. Mind you, none of them were at that time in medicine. One was just starting out as a nurse and studying, not even graduated at that time. And most of the results that they had, even those that matriculated, were from science, but they were not that good because Science is quite difficult if you're not passionate about it. It is. That's the reality. I always say science is not hard, but it's hard if you don't know it, you don't like it, you're not passionate about it, you're not willing to learn it. It becomes hard. And I was not interested in STEM. I was not interested in, like, the only thing that I could have done was to be a nurse or a doctor. That's the only thing, Futi, that I knew, and that's the only thing that everyone told me to do. Fast forward to my sister, T, going into high school. She then did commerce, and then she changed when the subjects that had tourism involved. She still did a bit of economics and business studies. So I was like, this is nice. I would like to and she made it. That when it was now time for me, when I was in grade 10, she was doing her first year of varsity, and she had made it to varsity with doing those subjects. And when I got to this new high school and I was making my decision, I was like, I'm about to do business studies because I can get into varsity, and I know that that's what I like. And I used to get a distinction. So I don't know why I didn't get a distinction in grade 10, in grade 12, because I had 79. Like my grade, it's Ionele 79. And then the other one, what's the other one that is 75? Like, I hate those two results. It's business studies that's 79, and then it's maths lit that's 75. I really hate those two results. Anyways, I saw that she was able to get into varsity and do what she wanted to do with her business studies, her maths lit, and I did just that I didn't do tourism. I did life sciences because people were still influencing me with, you could do nursing because you're going to get a job. Like, one of the things that also influence our children and our decisions at a young age are wanting to succeed and wanting, like, especially if you are in poverty and if you are growing up wanting to improve the kind of life that your family has, the one thing that you want to do is secure employment as soon as possible. And so nursing was really still in the lookout for me, because I was like, I want to get a job as soon as I finish my varsity studies, because I cannot afford not to work. And that's the reality. I couldn't afford not to work. It's one of those things that in the same sense that I couldn't afford to not get into varsity, so in these private institutions, because a lot of people end up there because they can afford to, but I couldn't. So I knew that I had to get into a public institution with funding. Then fast forward to grade 10 that year, I was like, I want to be a lawyer. Like, one thing that I've always wanted to be. I said it in grade 10. It was our LO project or an assignment, because LO used to not have exams, but you had to do like those assignments. And one of our projects or assignments in grade 10 was writing about a career that you aspire to be in. And I wrote about law. I didn't write about nursing. I wrote about law. And I was sure that I would want to be a lawyer. Then the following year, I met somebody, a relationship partner who I thought would be my life partner. And so it was time now to make decisions about what am I going to be doing, how am I going, like, what's the future plans. And he also influenced me into nursing. Like, he was also aspiring to be a pastor or a preacher at that time. I think he is now. God bless his heart, wherever he is. So I used to think about, so then that influenced me, because this is the person that I'm with and this is the person that's around me, and the best thing right now that he's proposing, and I agree with him, is that being a lawyer is a good thing, being a nurse is a good thing. So I applied the following year for nursing, put nursing as my first two options, and my third option was law, UniZulu, and then my fourth option was teaching. I was just now faffing. My fourth option was teaching, then my fifth option was social sciences, but I applied for it in PMB. And then the last one was social sciences, environmental law, because I was very good in geography. I have a distinction in that. I was very good in geography. I loved it. and so I wanted to do it. I really wanted to do geography. Sorry guys, I had to actually just stop filming for a second because that truck was quite loud, and it was, I don't know whether it was not starting or what, got stuck here. We steep because we have a steep hill here, which is what, it's not even that steep, so I don't get why do they make so much noise. Anyways, where was I? So then I applied for that, was accepted for law very early, but then it was UniZulu, it was far. And also they didn't offer me funding. Then January first year, I did a change of mind at UKZN, or a late application, whatever you may call it. I added social sciences UKZN Howard College, and then I got funding for that, and I did that the first year. Then at like April, I heard that you could actually do a change of mind or change of degree application so long as you meet the requirements of changing to law. At that time, you needed to meet an average of all of your subjects being 65. So I was like, okay, 65, I can do that, and I did that. So first year, I changed my mind, did LLB. The following year, did my LLB. And the influence at that point was, again, the people around me. People asked me, like, I had TC in my life at that time. He was like, let me assist you, because he was the one who was assisting me doing a change of mind at varsity, because I really didn't know what to do. I mentioned him in my blog post, in my thank you post as well. Really one of the people that assisted me at that time. Then assisted me in saying that you can do the change of mind. No. He said, did he say I must do the change of mind? No, but I did the change of mind on my own. That's what I know. But I know that he was like, you could do any other thing. Because I was like really questioning, where will I get a job with a Bachelor of Social Sciences? I didn't know where will I get a job. I was majoring in criminology and law. Yes, I was majoring in criminology and law, and I was like, where will I get a job with? I didn't know at that point that actually you could do all of those, that degree, finish it, and also at that time there was no funding for 2-year LLB. There was only funding if you were doing it for a whole 4 years, until it changed, like I think it was at my second year. But obviously I had already changed my degree, I'd already done a change of degree. So decision at that point again was influenced by people around me, was influenced by the environment around me. And fast forward to now, final year, I didn't know again, you couldn't get a job as a legal advisor. I was starting to apply for jobs now at 4th year, like, I'm not getting a job. I want a job to be a legal advisor. I'm not getting responses because most of them wanted you to be an admitted attorney. And I was like, okay, I need to do this articles things. Secured articles by grace of God and assistance, speaking about actually this is what I want, and luckily there was somebody who needed somebody to do the articles. Did my application there, dropped my application there, did my interviews and got the job. So that was nice to do. And then fast forward to finishing, to doing those articles. Thereafter, again, people around you influence the decisions you make. What do you want to do after articles? First of all, I want a break from working. Like in February, I was like, I want a job from work, a break from working. I've been employed since I was in 15. Like I've been employed for the past 10 years now. Every holiday since I was 15, I was working. I was like, I want a break. So obviously I still needed money. So I spoke to my uncle at that time, told him, can you please give me a job as your legal advisor for your company and for this big brand that you manage, and he was like, I'll give you this job, you're more than welcome. And it was a great opportunity. I did it for 6 months, and I was like, I'm not doing much legal work here, I am bored. Started applying for legal advisory jobs. I started applying, like, I think it was end of June, and I secured the job in August. This current job, secured the job in end of July. Then I started working end of August, and when I started that job, totally different thing from what I had expected. Started looking violent, like I think at second month, this is not what I want to do. And it's very important, after having all the influences, and the influence here of me getting a different job and staying in a job that is different than what I want to do, and is different than, and is not what I want to do for my career, is simply because it's secure and there is more money than I've ever received as an employed person. Like, this is the most salary I've earned so far. Obviously now it can only be upwards, so it's hard to secure a job right now with that offer. So now back to how this whole thing started. It's very important when you are making decisions in life, yes, to listen to people around you. And because one thing I can assure you, people around you are going to influence your decisions. Decisions of what you wear, what you do, what you don't do, will be made inclusive or mindful of the people around you. Mina wonke ama decisions wami. Like, even getting this job, like the advert of the job was sent to me by somebody who was around me. Any other thing that I do from here, like the decisions I make, whether it's going back to practice and practicing on my own account, people that I speak to about practicing on your own account are people that are around me. I've not gone to somebody that I've not spoken, that I do not know about. Jobs that I'm applying to, when I get the call for anything about that job, if ever I get invited for an interview for a particular space, I'm likely to ask the people around me, how is this job? Because the people around me will help me make the decision when accepting the job. So, how are the people around you? That's the assignment that I want us to do. Especially if you are choosing your career, you are at a point of choosing your career, you're at a point in varsity where maybe your marks are slacking. Ask yourself, the people around you are people that are studying? Are those the people that are wanting to attain the same goals as you? Are those the people that want to do the same things that you wanted? Because now when I realized I wanted to I needed to go for get articles. I started then doing things that are going to help me secure articles. First thing I did in September, I went for this shadowing program, and at that time I was under the organization of BLA student chapter. So at that time, that's the first thing that I did. I was like, okay, I've done work. The first thing I'm going to do is apply for this thing. I applied, I was accepted, and it was good. I went for it. So in all the things that you do, in all that you are going to be influenced by the people around you. So check the people around you, check the content that you are consuming, check everything around you, and decide, is this what you want to become? If it's things that you don't want to become, I'm not saying change your friends, but I'm saying look at where everyone is and see where everyone is headed, and see, is this what you want for your life? And I hope make the right decision. And also, One other thing, in decision making, if you are not sure, like if you are not sure what you want to do not make the decision. Do not listen to people 40. Take time and listen to yourself and hear only yourself and your God and your guides, and you'll make the right decision. Like if you just listen to other people when decision making, you're likely to do decisions that are mostly made by the other people, and you walk around carrying the dreams of other people. You walk around carrying the decisions of other people all your life because you've never taken time and said, what is it that Asanda wants? And that's a very bad thing to look back at and say, actually, this is not what I wanted. Imagine me. I thought I wanted to be a nurse. I even accepted the offer because I was offered. Hope that you guys found this video insightful. It was all over the place, but yeah, decisions that you are making, listen to yourself, take time to be with yourself, and take time to be sober about the decisions that you make before anything else, because if you are not, you are likely to make decisions are influenced and are favoring only the people that are around you. Hope you guys like this video. I'll see you on my next video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me finish my tea and go to sleep.